Losing young Lydiard, who was having a very, very good game until he got that very, very bad knock, and it was a tremendous knock. He got concussion, and losing his pace is very important, because playing with his brother David, I think Oldham have lost about 4 or 5 yards in pace.
Castleford on the attack. Kevin Ward again. To Nadiola. Very game runner, this Tom Nadiola. I can remember, Alec, you and I playing. His father played at Rochdale when he came over with the Fijians, didn't he?
Yes, that's right. And I also had him at Leray, and actually he was at Wigan, and you know, they let him go on a free transfer. He's a very, very strong lad. He runs hard with the ball, and he's got quite a bit of pace.
Hussein Mbaki, the ex-Moroccan rugby union wing. Yes, and Ray Ashton's ball. Little bit of a scuffle between those two scrum halves. Nothing nasty. To Mbaki again. Very cosmopolitan aura to this side, with Moroccan wing, and here Tom Nadiola, the Fijian. And this lad might inject a little bit more pace into the Oldham pack. Wally Jones.
It'll be interesting also there to see how Oldham play this second half, because they've been very stereotyped, and you know, instead of using the ball out here to people like this fella who's got it now, Lydiard, they've been playing down the middle, and actually Castleford have had nothing to do but tackle him.
Warnocky. Well, he made it. This, another of the Australian players in this game, Gary Warnocky, number 4 for Oldham. Two good sets of front rows. Kevin Ward, number 8 on the right of our screens there, and Barry Johnson, number 10. A contrast in front rows. Kevin Ward, very strong, direct runner, and Barry Johnson, more of the ball artistry and the passer of the ball. 5 minutes gone in this half still. Oldham 7, Castleford 6. Oh, and that's a good tackle. Good shoulder in, round the midriff to Ketteridge. To Rookley. Not seen a lot of this youngster Rookley coming up, have we? Of course, no, he was against the wind, Alec, wasn't he?
No, I think what you've got to say is he's been told to stay back until the second half. He's got the win with him, Ray, but looking at Oldham now, they realise they're a point in front, and they're only 30-odd minutes away from Wembley. Never been before, and who knows, 1 point's very, very important in semi-finals.
Yes, it's good high kick there, using the wind, but well taken by Lydiard. Well, I don't think he was aware that the wingman Hussein Mbaki had come in. To Hobbs. Good driving run by David Hobbs there. Ashton to Taylor. Oldham, of course, now this half got a problem. In the first half they were using the long, strong kicks of David Hobbs. They've got to move the ball now, but not like that.
I think that's a problem there, with a forward being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Nadiola, who the ball really wasn't meant for him, it was meant for Parrish, actually touched the ball, and if he'd have left it, I think Parrish would have been on a long run.
Johnson to Beardmore. Sandy. And it's Castleford's turn to look a little bit level-footed now. Johnson again, looking for support. To Beardmore. Oh, that's a good ball to Tony Marchant. We've got Taylor. Still going. Oh, good shoulder. Tremendous tackle there from David Hobbs on David Plange. A bit more like the old soccer shoulder charge, but it was effective.
Well, if ever tackles take you to Wembley and stop you from going to Wembley, Marchant here looks as though he's in here, but just look at David Hobbs. He's still out to play. He's got a chance here. David Point hits him with a shank, and he's a big lad, isn't he?
And that's a good scrum for Oldham. Those are the vital balls that you need when you've just had a try almost win against you. Confidence. This man Lydiard's a tricky player, Alec.
He's not only a tricky player, he's a good player. He's got electrifying pace. Oldham look to me now as though they've got the bit between the teeth.
Oh, he's here again. Oh, he's beaten Rutley. He's got Joyner coming after him. Has he got the pace? Ian French coming across. Magnificent defence. Well, any youngsters watching who play loose forward, that's where to be. Full back. But here's Ray Ashton. Ian French saved a certain try there. He came back, he showed his paces. Good covering. And Mike Taylor, 6 tackle. Oldham still 1 point in the lead. To Warnocky. Well taken by Rutley. I think, in fact, Alec, Warnocky was actually looking for the drop goal.
Yes, he was Ray, but what a tremendous, lovely bit of play by Oldham, especially this man David Lydiard. He's got tremendous pace, and anybody would have bet that he would have scored there, but lovely covered by young French, who is a loose forward, and he did well to get back there.
Keith England. To Ketteridge, to Marchant. Well, that looked an aimless kick from Tony Marchant, and it is. In rugby league, the ball anywhere on the pitch must bounce in the field of play. I'm surprised at Marchant there. I would have felt that he would have been better advised to hold on to the ball.
Great Britain play, Ray, and on the first tackle got the win with him, and obviously just used it like a novice, as though you know, I'll kick this ball anywhere.
Problems there for Stuart Horton, the Castleford hooker. Wants a good scrum, but Ashton gets it. No, 10 minutes gone, still that 1 point in Oldham's favour, 7 points to 6.
I think if you have a look at these scrums, Ray, you know, have a look at these hookers. Both hookers are dropping their arms, and I think Ronnie Campbell's saying, if this is the way you want it, lads, we're going to have penalty after penalty.
And it's a Castleford kick. Castleford, of course, displayed some... Well, Alec, that was straight at the commentary team
actually,
here.
I think the cameraman, especially number 2 cameraman, did exceptionally well to take that. It's actually fractured his skull.
Well, we're back in play. To Beardmore. Johnson. Oh, that was a hard tackle from Mick Worrell. I think they know that this lad, number 13, Ian French, he's certainly got pace. Yes, and Ronnie Campbell there saying, don't come the trouble, but the touch judges intervene.
Well, this is Ian French here, who has the ball here now. Watch him. He has the ball, he's on the floor, there's 2 men round him. He's riddling and he's screaming to get out of here. They're pulling him, it's on the floor here. Well, I think somebody's trying to pull him down, and then they just push him off the ball. I think the penalty was quite right, but he did make a big song and dance out of that.
And I think that's what referee Campbell was concerned about. He wanted him back into the game, but whether they'll go for goal or not, just a point down. Yes, it's worth it. 7 points to 6 for Oldham. This could put Castleford in the lead. We saw David Hobbs in the first half just miss a kick from this position. He's certainly got a strong wind.
And you know, Ray, the cup ties again, you know, semi-finals, all about discipline. Oldham's never been to Wembley, and they give an armless and a silly penalty away, and I think if he kicks this, they'll regret it.
Well, just 2 yards into the Oldham half. Front of the post. 36 goals this season, Ketteridge. None as important as this, but he misses it. Mike Taylor coming away. To Hobbs, good break from Hobbs. He's got Sanderson with him, the hooker. Very lively hooker, this number 9 for Oldham, Ian Sanderson. Good player in the loose. Just pulled back by a fingernail there, Tom Nadioli. To Graham. Tremendous courage of this Mal Graham. Head bandage around, got 20 stitches in his ear in the third round match against Warrington. To Parrish. Typical cup-tie tackling. Mal Graham looking for support. But he's lost it. Good driving example from this skipper. 20 stitches in that right ear. Still not healed up, but no way was he missing this Silk Cup Challenge Cup semi-final. Joyner ball.
I think this is also now looking at John Joyner, the lad who's got the ball. He's really now got to say to the Castleford lads, come on, we've got to start doing something. Oldham look as though they've got the second win, and they're tackling and they're throwing Castleford backward. He wasn't doing that in the first half.
To Ketteridge. Both sides, though, Alec, I think are playing sort of instant panic rugby. There's nobody really setting up the movement. There's nobody at first receiver really distributing the ball.
No, and we've just already spoke again about discipline, and here's another silly penalty with a tremendous wind, and he's missed one, but I think he's going to say, well, he's had a goal for me, and now I can't understand this kind of thinking, Ray. He's got the wind with him, and he's kicking for touch.
And if anything, that breeze has got up stronger, I think, in the last 3 or 4 minutes. But nevertheless, youngster Ketteridge puts Cass on the attack. To England. Only very short forward, this Keith England, but a powerful one. That's a good tackle. Some very solid bruising tacklers going on here. They certainly need some bath salts in the bath afterwards for these fellas. 15 minutes gone, still 7 points to 6 for Oldham. Ward. Oh, nice dummy from the prop forward. Never seems to go down at the first tackle, this Kevin Ward. Now, will Castleford look for the drop goal? No, they don't. One or two of the Castleford players looking for an obstruction, but no hesitation from referee Campbell. Last year's Wembley referee, one of the most experienced in the game. He's not standing any messing.
I think there was a little bit of gamesmanship and all. Bob Beardmore, the scrum half, the Castleford scrum half, he played to Ronnie Campbell, but being an experienced man, he said, come on, I'm not having none of that.
I'm sure one or two of these Castleford players will be having palpitations. There are many of them who have been in 3 semi-finals in the last 4 years, and every time they've seen themselves go down. I'm sure they want to beat that jinx, but bad knock on there from Nadioli. I think this is it, Alec. A lot of players are snatching at the ball. It's sort of instant rugby. There's no calmness about the match at the moment.
No, but you can also understand the feeling, Ray, that they can see the Twin Towers there. They're only 30-odd minutes away from it, and they're saying, well, you know, we want to keep hold of the ball and do what we can with it.
Ashton weaving, dodging, having a good game, Ashton, to Taylor. Wally Jones. Nadioli, but no way through this tackling. And when we look at the great record of Oldham in the past, some tremendous players in the 50s like Alan Davis and Derek Turner, Frank Pitchford, they never got to Wembley despite winning every other conceivable cup. And now the chance. Oh, good drop attempt there from Hobbs. But no. That was certainly a good kick there from David Hobbs. Very strong wind against him, just carried the ball out.
He didn't half give that some stick and all there, because with this wind here, he must have a kick like a donkey, you know. he banged it down the field, and it was only inches wide.
Well, I think that was a bad knock. Yes, I'm certain Keith England will feel that. And he does.
I think this is what you call a cup-tie tackle. Just watch this. This is what they're playing for. There's no sympathy. Ooh. What are you trying to do? Break it off?
In rugby league, the game continues unless the player is very seriously injured.
Tackling a lot better now, Ray, at Oldham. They seem to be moving up on the man, cutting John Joyner out and Bob Beardsmore. They know they're the two who can cause him most trouble.
Johnson to Beardmore. Yes, and Castleford not really looking their old selves. I mean, we're used to sort of very slick ball handling from the Castleford side, Alec, but one or two of the forwards are standing around, aren't they?
Yes, they are, and they look as though you'd think that Oldham would lose that yard of pace, but it looks as though they've gained it. So Castleford look a little bit flat-footed now.
Good run from Taylor. Every time he's had this ball, this lad Mike Taylor, he's shown his paces, always beaten the first one or two to Parish. Just couldn't get the ball away. And this hooker, number 9, Sanderson, he's everywhere on this field. Wally Jones.
It's amazing, Ray, what it does when you hear that roar of the crowd and they all get behind you. And, you know, you're playing for them and you're saying, come on, lads. There's a lot of Wembley who want to go to Wembley, even the Speckies.
Yes, and when it's as long ago as 1927, when you were last in a final like Oldham, well, that 1 point difference, 7.6, it can mean a lot. And that should be another 6 tackles. And it is. To Hobbs. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Oldham here, if they can't score a try, drive into these posts, looking to increase that slender 1 point lead with a drop. Tom Nanioli. 20 minutes to go. Still 7 points to 6 in Oldham's favour. Had a scrum down, he's lost the ball.
Well, I think he did lose the ball with a little bit of help from one of the Castleford players. But Oldham now really look as though they're getting on top, and they're playing the basic rugby and then moving the ball out wide, which they wasn't doing in the first half.
But I get the feeling, Alec, that they think that this 1 point, you know, is a winning margin. There's 20 minutes to go yet, and I wouldn't be holding this ball so close in midfield.
No,
but I'll score again.
Also, Ray, you've got to look at the Castleford tactics. That they're playing the football now with the wind behind them, and they're still not putting the ball deep in the Oldham half.
To Beardmore. Joyner. Oh, good coming from Joyner. Marchant, this is promising. To plunge. But that's good cover tackle. And just look at that drop forward there. Number 8, Wally Jones, covered 50 yards across the field. Jamie Sandy. This Australian standoff, playing on the wing. This is better from Castleford now. Joyner. To Ward. Well, Castleford must have been listening to you, Alec.
Oh, yes, this is what it's all about, Ray. It's getting into a good cup tie now, and both sides think, well, we've got a chance.
Oh, he's let it bounce. Yes, it's a try. Tragedy for David Lydiard. He let it bounce, and I think we'll find Bob Beardmore at the bottom of that. Absolute tragedy for this number 1. He must be, for my money, the man of the match so far for Oldham. He let it bounce. 3 or 4 of the Castleford men were underneath it.
Well, this is it from Castleford. Look at this now. It just looks as though it's an armless kick. It's the last tackle. It's going nowhere. And just, it's up in the air, it's wide, it's high. And David Lydiard, never let the ball bounce, commits a mortal sin, really. And Bob Beardmore just touches down.
Well, should be a simple kick here, I think, for Martin Ketteridge. A classic case, that try of never let a rugby ball bounce. I think David Lydiard was taken by surprise. I think he thought it was going to go dead, and he bounced And it bounced the wrong way. So Ketteridge then, under the post. And he gets it. 6 points, and suddenly from Castleford, looking down and out, looking tired, looking ill-composed in midfield. They're now in the lead.
And I bet
12 points to 7.
Also, David Lydiard, a very, very experienced man, and he's had a tremendous game. But it just shows you, I think he'll be thinking to himself now, what have I done to deserve this? 40 minutes away from Wembley, and I've done the wrong thing.
Well, wrong thing or not, still plenty of time. But Bob Beardmore, the scorer, tremendous grafting player, holds the Castleford record, 334 points in a season. An Oldham ball. Well, referee Ronnie Campbell not allowing it. I think it must have touched the Castleford player first. Oldham ball, Ashton. Good loose forward play by Ian French there, covering the blind side. Well, we've got to see, can Oldham raise the game? Can they come back? Never been further than the semi-final stage. With 16 minutes to go.
And you've got to think, I know, Ray, that Lydiard, they've got to move the ball out wide now. There's no way they can break Castleford down the middle. And people like Lydiard and Hussein Abake have got to be given running chances and take it on.
Good kick from Oldham. But well taken. Well, it's Oldham ball, he's got it back. Now the chance. Sanderson going for, oh, he's lost it. Tragic loss there from hooker Sanderson. And that little lad, Jamie Sandy, came up with it. Well, it looks, it's a penalty to Castleford. Crossing. And Sanderson looks in a bad way, looks to have a bad knock. Had a good game, this lad. Been scurrying about the field, following these big Oldham forwards, backing up well, tackling well too. I think he'll be back in the play. I don't think he'll want to go off. Oldham already sadly under strength with Terry Flanagan and young teenager Glenn Lydiard having to go off. Well, it looks as though he may be coming off. That's sad for Ian Sanderson. He's had a good game, worked his heart out, and this will be a further blow to Oldham now, lacking a hooker. They could have problems for scrum possession as we approach this last quarter. And Terry Flanagan, loose forward number 13, to come back on. He has played in the hooking position before, but not an experienced hooker.
There's only one thing about Terry Flanagan, Ray, that he is a ball player, and I think if Oldham are going to get equalised, they've got to get the ball out to people like Flanagan, he is good with the ball in his hands.
Yes, and a try and a goal would do it for Oldham. 12 points to 7 for Castleford. To Beardmore. Ketteridge. This youngster's had a good game, Alec. This Ketteridge, he's been taking the ball, first receiver, time and time again.
Local lad, Ray, and it's amazing where they dig him up from. But I'm still surprised about they've got the win with them, and they're not using this ball wide. They're just playing down the middle, and surely they've got to get played in Oldham's half.
Hall. to Mbaki. Not seen a lot of this right wing man from Oldham this half. The ex-Moroccan rugby union player. Now Lydiard. Can he rectify his mistake? Good long ball to Warnock. He's got Parish with him. Nadioli. Not very big for a forward, this Tom Nadioli, but very quick, very lively. Flanagan. That's good distribution. But no, they're certainly keeping a tight grip on this Lydiard, Alec.
Yes, I think they realise he's the one who could actually stop them from going to Wembley.
No. Not a well-directed kick there from Hussein Mbaki. A lot of viewers in the south will remember his exploits with the Fulham club. Bob Beardmore to put the ball in for Castleford. Oh, and that's a good scrum to Ruckley. England, another of these local products from Castleford. Amazing how many clubs are forced to bring Australians over, South Africans, New Zealanders. Castleford have a couple admittedly, but they certainly produce lots of local talent. Johnson, good pass to French. Beardmore. Got Joyner with him. Neither side in this cup tie been able to escape the tackling. Been very powerful, very strong. We've had a lot of kicking as a result. Well, he makes sure this time he doesn't let it bounce.
It seems though, Ray, with that David Lydiard exactly has just lost a lot of his confidence, because he must think, well, have I let all my mates down, and he's not running with half the power he was in the first half.
To Parish. Still just less than 10 minutes to go now. Castleford 12 points to 7. Must have their sights on Wembley. Ray Ashton to Mal Graham. Castleford beaten 3 times in the last 4 semi-finalists. Won't want to let this one go. And they certainly won't be passing like that. Yes, and youngster Dean Mountain coming on for Keith England. Oh, and that's a good scrum. To Ruckley.
I think this is going to be the problem now, Ray, with having no Ocker Oldham. They're going to be struggling to get the ball, and with Castleford in front and playing the 6 tackles, they're going to find it very difficult to break them down.
Yes, the Castleford pack certainly edged into the lead with these scrums. 8-6 now. Barry Johnson. Oh, that's a good dummy from Beardmore. Has he got the legs? And just look at that drop, Kevin Ward, and he gets it, yes! He gets it to Tony Marchant. That must surely be the clincher. Tremendous delight on Marchant's face. He scored it, but let's give credit to the prop forward, Kevin Ward. When you've been in a cup tie for 70-odd minutes and you get there, that wants some doing for the man on that boat. But Marchant, the scorer.
Well, certainly my man of the match, Robert Beardmore, and what a game he's having. A lovely ball out here, but just watching support. He's a strong little lad. He shakes one man off. And what about this for a number 8? Ooh, he goes round here. He's holding the ball. A lovely ball from Kevin Ward. Marchant thinks, oh, this is easy.
Yes, no problems with that try. Good backing up there from the Great Britain centre, Tony Marchant. And a try like that with just 7 minutes remaining. Well, I don't think there's any way Castleford are going to let this slip now. Straightforward kick for Ketteridge. And it's another 2 points for this youngster. His third kick of the match. Excellent goal. And Castleford, I think, now certainly driving in, Alec.
Well, I think so there. I think that last try really put the cattle on the pigeons, but you've got to admire this little number 7, this Robert Beardmore. He's had a tremendous game. He's scored 2 tries, he's made one, and look at him now. He's still saying, we want some more.
Ray Ashton. Ward again. What a powerful game this lad's had.
He looks a little bit like Barney Rubble, this fella, doesn't this Kevin Ward?
18
what a good
points
player.
to 7 now for Castleford. They're in the driving seat. Bouncing, and they want the ball now. Ian French, looking lively. Bob Beardmore. Taruto. Yes, and a penalty. Ray Ashton, I think, frustrated there with Bob Beardmore. He's scored 2 tries, that opposite number of Ashton. Barry Johnson pointing there to go for the goal, but if he does, I think it will just be to waste time. But he is.
Well, I think this is a little bit of frustration on Ray Ashton's part. Bob Beardmore, certainly the man of the match. Look at Ray, he's really upset about it here and just carries the tackle on after the ball has gone.
What an effect on this game that number 7 Bob Beardmore has had. 2 tries, and he's directed the midfield player the forwards and then moved the ball out wide when it was necessary. And good professional tactics here. It's a very long kick. He's got the wind with him. It's in front of the post. But I think youngster Ketteridge is more concerned about wasting time. If he gets these 2 points, well, it's a bonus. It's a good kick, but no, doesn't get them. Still 18 points to 7.
Still good tactics, Ray. Also, he knows that they'll get the ball back from this, and from this position, they'll obviously put Oldham under some more pressure.
Ashton to drop off. Four minutes to go. Kevin Ward quite content to hold that ball. I think he knows that his team are on the way to Wembley, and poor Oldham still not got there. And what a relief this must be to the Castleford coach, Malcolm, really. 12 years at the Castleford club. 3 times in the semi-finals he's been defeated. He's waited patiently for this, I'm sure. And a friendly pat on Lydiard's head there from Castleford. Mike Taylor. Oh, good run from this Taylor. Look, and he's still going. He's come 45 yards, beaten 5 or 6 men, but nobody with him. No forwards coming off him. Flanagan to Nadiola.
I think that's the difference, Ray, when you're behind, you know, you feel as though, where's your men gone? And he's had a good game, Taylor. He's run with the ball, and he's wanted to go for the line when he's got it.
Warnocky. This youngster, number 15, Dean Mountain, certainly got in the game since he came on as substitute for Keith England. Flanagan again. Good ball to Parrish. Got the size, but not got the pace to beat those tacklers. 6 tackle coming up now. Ray Ashton, last despairing attempt. Taylor again. Well, can he do it again? No. And it's the 6th tackle.
That is the first one, Ray. That's the first handover we've had in 80 minutes play, and that's tremendous. What a really good game it's been. A lot of good tackling and a lot of good football, and nobody can say we've not tried.
To Johnson. Good ball to Beardmore. Can he get it away? No. Just 2 minutes to go. Oldham now must know that yet again it's not going to be their year at Wembley. Never been there as a club, despite some magnificent performances in the past. Always been halted at the semi-final stage. But Johnson on the attack. Ketteridge. Back to Beardmore. To Joyner. What a knock. Well, no, play on. It looked like a knock on Sandy. And I think that's the difference now at this stage. Oldham a little forlorn, a little tired, but Castleford now sensing their opportunity. What a knock on him. Kevin Ward just picks it up, but this is the man who's directed the play. This is the man who's been at the hub of the Castleford side. Bob Beardmore.
And what is he saying then? He was getting onto Barry Johnson, he's brought forward and saying, that should have been my ball, and if you'd have given it me, I'd have scored 3.
Ashton to Lydia. No way through for Des Foy, been very well policed in the centre. To Ashton. Mal Graham. Oh, back again to Ashton. To Parrish. To Taylor. This is good football, but he's look at the cover coming across. Can he do it? Oh, excellent tackle. Good tackle too from the skipper, John Joyner, 31 years of age, still showing his pace. And here's a chance to Foy. Well, no, it's a penalty. And very, very quickly taken by Castleford, sensibly taken by Barry Johnson. 2 movements there. He was tackled 6 inches short of the line, made 2 movements. But sensible play by Castleford, very quickly bringing the ball away from the line. But the 40 minutes are up, just into injury time now. 18 points to 7 for Castleford. They'll play through these tackles here.
It'll be interesting to see, Ray, who has won the man of the match. I wouldn't mind taking a little bet that Kevin Ward would be the man of the match, because he's had a tremendous game. But Castleford really, since they've got the try, have gone from strength to strength.
To Warnocky. Good tackling from this Castleford side. David Hobbs. Well, he's got on Barkew. And all credit to this Oldham side. They're still going. They've not given up. They're still giving the spectators some entertainment. Hobbs back to Mbaki. Ashton. Graham. On still. Flanagan. Looks a bit like basketball. Warnocky. But there's the tackle. But I think it's a forlorn hope. Just a consolation try, I think Hobbs is looking for. Good chip. Well, is Sandy big enough? No, he's not. The scrum down. There's the hooter. Final score, and for that Silk Cut Challenge Cup final at Wembley, it's going to be Castleford. No doubts about that. And Bob Beardmore being mobbed and hugged by his supporters, and I think he deserves it, Alec, doesn't he?
Oh yes, he's had a tremendous game. For me, he's, at this moment in time, he's probably the best scrum half in Great Britain. He's really played well. Castleford, Kevin Ward, John Joyner, they've played really better as a unit, but take nothing away from Oldham. They've competed to the end, and on the day, just not quite good enough.
The OKR joined them next week. We'll know next Saturday if you join us. Second semi-final at Ellen Road next Saturday.
So Castleford go one better than last year when they were beaten.